Fuck all these immature rappers, my nigga, my shit is the greatest. Hot as the devil, you downplay my shit, have you swimming in haters?
Yo, welcome to Hip Hop League TV. Big shout out to my man John Q, Mars Studio. Make sure you guys follow him on Facebook at Mars Studio. We got a special guest in the building right now. We got Vee Tha Rula in the building, man. What's going on, baby?
Cool, man. I appreciate you having me, you know what I'm saying?
The Rula, this shit right there is out right now. It's hosted by Bootleg Kev. Joint is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Tell us how you feel.
It's a good feeling just to, be a part of the Arizona movement and the culture and be pushing that envelope consistently and to have, just support of the city and all the major players in the city. And, they call in the tape, one of the best to ever come out of the state at all. So, I mean, that feels good, man. Just feels good to be working and be out here. And, I feel like people hearing the message and feeling my movement and feeling what I got going on. So it's a good feeling.
We're gonna get right into the mixtape, but before we do that, man, I want to ask you a couple quick questions, man. What would it take for Vee Tha Rula right now to sign to a major label?
That's a great question, not just for me, but for just the city right now. I really don't want like the major label thing unless it's good business. You feel me? But I think that any artist out of Arizona is different than all the names you just named. Because there ain't no culture here, you know what I'm saying? We kind of building that, like LA got culture, they got history. All these places got history, where Phoenix really don't. So we got to build that on our own. So it's gonna be much harder than any other nigga who got on by themselves. It's gonna be way more of a task to do it. But we up for it. We just hoping that it's really about the fans and it's really about the local blogs like yourself. And radio station. It's just we need to all come together and just support our local talent. If that happens, then I believe it can happen. But I think it's gonna be much harder than anybody else, from any other city, state, or country, has done it. It's gonna be much harder for us, but we can do it.
That's exactly what everybody's been talking about. All the real hip hop heads, all the real people that know. You know what I'm saying, exactly what the deal is, we need that, so it's great that you touched on that. You actually had the chance to go to 98.3 and sit down and chop it up with them, man. How was that like, getting that love when they don't normally do that?
That feel good, because before like the 4 tapes that I got out now, the 4 major joints that I got out now, I was still in the street, pressing up my little CDs and putting out tapes before the well-known tapes. I was always going to shows and hearing cats on the radio, waiting for my time. So I mean, the fact that time came around and I was able to go out and talk to my people and talk to the fans, talk to the streets, that was a big deal for me. So I mean, much love to the 98.3 fan, Tino Pacino, Bootleg Kev, DJ Mad Rich, Cali Cat, everybody up there. Shout out to them. But yeah, man, it's a great feeling just to have those major players in the city support you like that, man. So it's a good feeling.
So the moral of that is, all you rappers out there that's hitting people up on Facebook trying to get on, man, go out there in the streets and do your work, man. Go out there and grind. Nothing's given to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't just think because you made a song in your basement, niggas is gonna put you out the very next day, man. It takes time, it takes effort. So Bootleg Kev not only hosted your joint, he hosted the Kennedy joint this year. He hosted Sincerely Collins joint this year, and he had the showcase down at the South by Southwest Festival. So he's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes for all the artists out here in the city. Tell everybody what it's like, man, to have Bootleg Kev in your corner and explain to the people what he means to the city in your eyes.
In my eyes, what Kev means to the city is when it comes to this music thing, everything. There's nobody from the city or in the city who's connected the way he is, who's helping out the way he is. So Kev is like, you know what I'm saying, he's a major player. He's one of the kings from Arizona. So to have him pushing my stuff so heavy and to actually be one of the people who called it one of the best tapes, if not the best tape to ever come out of Phoenix is huge for me, and that's my brother. I love him. I ride for him, and I just appreciate everything he's doing for me and for everybody else. Because, like he said on my tape, he running the city from the other side of the country. And that take a real motherfucker to do that, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to Kev.
Yeah, for everybody who doesn't know right now, Bootleg Kev is actually out in Orlando, Florida. He took a job out there, but like I said, he's still pulling strings, the puppet master out here in the city, man. So that's real love right there. Shout out to Bootleg Kev. Shout out to bootlegkev.com too. Make sure you guys go check that out for all the exclusive interviews. He got a lot of dope ones on there. So we kind of touched on South by Southwest. You were out there, took some flicks. You know what I'm saying? Chain was looking great, watch was looking great. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get to that in just a second. But talk to us, man, about how getting love from other rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like Alchemist, Yellow Wolf, Asher Raw, Action Bronson. Other rappers that kind of got their foot in the game or a little bit more cemented in the game. Talk to the people and tell them how it is to get love from them, as opposed, you know, when you're walking around the streets out here and maybe people just don't know you like they should.
Once again, I mean, you know, that's just a blessing, and it lets you know that niggas can actually do it. You know what I'm saying? When you right next to the motherfuckers who been on national radio, been on national tours, you know, made millions of dollars or whatnot, or, you know, just kind of got one step closer to their dream. You feel me? So, you know, getting love from them, it's a blessing, man. It feel good, man. It lets you know that you're on the right track, and if you just work hard, you can be in their shoes or past their shoes. So I mean, that's love. South by Southwest was fucking bananas too, man. It was on another level, and being able to, you know, take a shot with some of these cats, or, you know, party with some of these cats, man, is dope, man. So shout out to all the artists out there who showed me love in South by Southwest, Austin, Texas.
They want to hear us talk about the Man mixtape. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call it an album, because that's how it's constructed. This is basically a street album. And the approach that Hip Hop League has taken as of late is to break albums and mixtapes down by 5 records. We want to go ahead and give the people the 5 records that you just absolutely need to listen to before you hit skip and any other bullshit. So we got Good, we've got Dark, it's the Dark Hadu, Flat Out, Sunday Service, Fair Gray. Matter of fact, Fair Gray features Hannibal Lett, right? Yeah. You were retweeted by Fair Gray.
Yes.
How was that, man?
That was crazy because I knew who Fair Gray was before that, and I had a lot of respect for the man, and just gave me a lot of inspiration from Jump Street. Fair Gray is he's a young black entrepreneur. He actually started when he was like, and don't quote me on none of the exact ages or times or nothing like that, but he started as a kid. I'm talking like 6 years old. You know, he's from the projects. I believe Chicago. I could be wrong about that. He's from the projects, and he took another meaning to slinging rocks. He was actually 6, 7, 8 years old slinging actual rocks. He would paint them and go door to door, knock on the door, and he'd sell the rock for like $1, $2 or something. And people was actually buying them. But anyways, by the time he was like 11, he sold like an idea to like a food company or whatever, and became a millionaire at that time. So I don't know, it just hit me. I was just listening to a song, and that's just the vibe that it got, but we come from a different angle. Of course, if you listen to the lyrics of the song, come from a different angle, but it was just about being, you know, young black entrepreneurs following our dreams, making things happen. The tweet from Fair Gray was crazy. You know, he followed me, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. So shout out to Fair Gray, man. Appreciate the love.
That's what it's about, man. It's about making music that, you know what I'm saying, that not only has a message, but it's a part of you. So that way it feels organic. That way when people are listening to it, they can connect to it. And that's how you build that fan base. You know, a lot of people got it twisted. They think, oh, I need to sound like this person. I need to get that kind of beat. I need to have this kind of hook. So that was what's dope to me when I heard it. You know what I'm saying? You had Hannibal on there, so that's always a good look. But that was what's dope with me. Like, oh man, he's talking about some other stuff. And you know what I'm saying? To kind of piggyback on that, your flow and delivery, it's not what you hear normally. You know what I'm saying? Even from what's out on the internet, you know what I'm saying? The mainstream internet, the mainstream radio, even other cats out here, man, your flow is different. You know what I'm saying? Explain to the people where you got your development from, how your writing process is, and when you're in the booth, how you're able to find those pockets that you know what I'm saying, most rappers, they wouldn't even be able to touch.
Not to be cliche, but I mean, it's honestly something that I couldn't even, I don't know, like it's just how it come, you feel me? I just hear music, man. I grew up in the Midwest, Grand Rapids, Michigan, so I mean, it's a lot of soul there, man. If you you touch my hood, man, you gonna feel the soul. So, you know, just growing up with the different oldies, and I'm sure we all grew up around it. Just being around that real music, I'm able to listen to music, and like I just see patterns. I actually had some females in the studio when I was recording Amnesia from the joint, and when I got out, they were just saying like you move your hands to the beat and the different drums. Like when you in there, it's almost like you whatever you call like a conductor of the orchestra or something. So it's like I just hear those different pockets, and I try to be different.
So we got the 5 records, man. Good, Dark Hadu, Flat Out, Sunday Service, Fair Grey. My personal favorite on there is Top Floor. You know, I'm a big Tupac fan. If anybody knows, you know, I'm rocking with Tupac. You know, I want to talk about these first bars, and I got them written down. I didn't memorize it, so you know what I'm saying, forgive me. But you say, this is my moment. Black ladies flood your apartment. I'm missing a couple bars, so. But I give 2 fucks, I'm monogamous, still fuck the world like it's Tupacalypse. It comes on very, very, very aggressive, you know what I'm saying, with the tone, the beat. Explain where you were coming from as you wrote this, and where this energy, you know what I'm saying, how this energy came about on the record.
Honestly, the whole kind of tape has a little dark, it's kind of dark, the tape. That's really just what I was going through in life, man. Just from everything, literally everything. So, with that record, like the hook said, it's funny how you niggas looking from the top floor. You getting high, I'm already gone. I felt like, sort of like what Amnesia was saying too. Like I did so much in the city, and I've done so much for the city. And sometimes I feel like these little motherfuckers don't, you know, show no respect. You feel me? So I was saying like this is my moment for opulence. Like it's my turn. You know, black hoodies flood your apartments. I get 2 fucks, I'm monogamous, still fuck the world, it's Tupacalypse. You know, just that whole fucking mentality that sometimes we all get. You know what I'm saying?
And he gave the free spit too for that too. That's crazy. We're gonna keep talking about this mixtape. I wanna go ahead and go left real quick. OG Mac Drama. I don't know if everybody knows him in the city. I would equate him to the Suge Knight of the city. He's got everybody shook out here, man. It's crazy. Club owners, promoters, other fucking rappers. Nobody wants to rock with OG Mac Drama, but you got a very comfortable relationship with him, man. You know what I'm saying? And where a lot of rappers would talk that street talk and those street tales, and they wouldn't rock with him, you're still talking that street talk, but you are rocking with him. What makes you different from a lot of these other cats out here?
I met Mac Drama from the street, so I mean that's just what it was. I can't tell you what's different from me from these other cats. I don't know them, but yeah, I mean that's just my nigga, man. That's my blood, man. That's the homie. So I mean, the first time I met him, he just knew me from the street. Brushed up against him a couple times. He hit me on Facebook like Waka coming through. You know what I'm saying? Come fuck with me. So I met him up at the I want to say like the Indio in Scottsdale or something. And we hopped on Waka's bus. You know, he had a couple shows at PHX, which is now the Monarch, I think. And then he had another show. And it was just love from that time, you know what I'm saying? And I was on Waka's bus. We was, you know, smoking, drinking champagne and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just been love, man. I'm just authentic, you know what I'm saying? I play no games. I show respect to everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I can't speak on what's different, but I would just say that, you know, I just keep it real, you know what I'm saying?
So, that's what it is. So, the mixtape is crazy, like we said. Got a bunch of dope features on there. We already kind of touched about how Hannibal Leg is on there, but there was another big feature that was on there that took me by surprise. Because matter of fact, when I got the tape and I listened to it, dude, I don't like looking at track listing. I just want to listen to it. That way you don't get no preconceived, you know, judgments, things like that. But you got Problem on there, man. Diamond Lane, what's up, man? Talk about how you got Problem on there and what it was like to record or exchange verses with that man.
Shout out to Problem. I got Problem on there because I got a homie who, you know, had connections with him. Problem had a show out here. He came through. You know, we let him know, come through the studio, we got you whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? Weed, whatever. He came up with his own weed. He actually didn't smoke none of mine because he wanted to do it in the papers. You know, I roll blunts. So, but we had the weed ready for him, and we just went to the salt mine, man, and just it was cool to watch him work because like he like me, like it's annoying to be in a booth and having to tell the engineer, whoever, to do this and do that. He got out of the booth, hit the computer, and was what I'm saying, this is our first time being doing whatever he had to do. So a lot of respect for him, just taking over your own shit. A lot of times rappers get lazy and or just shy, they don't want to say nothing. So it's cool to see him just be the captain of his own ship and how he maneuvered and everything. But yeah, he had saw mine and we made the record, and then after that we popped bottles at Pink Rhino, and yeah, it was the rest of history.
Man, the bottle popping, chains, watches, and all that, man. You've been doing this for a minute. What's the craziest rap purchase that you made so far in your young career?
I mean, I would say early on in the game, when I was really just heavy in the street, was probably my craziest purchase even to date. But I mean, to date it probably would be the chains, which I'm about to retire. But it probably would just be the thousands I dropped on the chains. That'd probably be it right there.
In the ideal situation, how does this project end up?
Ideal situation is just, always to take it to the next level. But we ain't stopping, we still working. I'm working on the next Rula 2, hosted by Bootleg Kev right now. So I'm already working on the next shit. But right now we got videos coming out. Buried It Down is coming out. Hopefully we're gonna do one on the top floor. Good, So right now we just hitting with the videos, doing these interviews, radio, and hopefully, something major can happen from it. But I would love to do a tour and, go from city to city and touch the people, you feel me?
So, you got this project out right now. You had Bag of Perp, the single, out for a minute, straight to iTunes. Matter of fact, it was on iTunes and on your website, personally, where you can purchase direct. So, you know what I'm saying? Nipsey Hussle, Fuck the Connect, and all that. What's the difference between creating music that you know is going to be downloaded, as opposed to creating music that is going to go straight either to iTunes, Google Play, or hit the stores?
That's an excellent question, and my mental process is absolutely nothing. I don't like that. I think that's how people lose. I think that's how you forget who you are. I think that's how you take the organicness, if that's a word, out of the equation. I don't go into the booth. I mean, Good wasn't even made as we trying to get a feature on this, we trying to get this on the radio. I literally, in Bag of Perp, I got a record from June Doc out in here in Riverside, California. Just got the beat from him, and I rap to it. That's how it happened, you know what I'm saying? So I never go into a record with preconceived thoughts of how I want it to be, whatever it's gonna be. I listen to the beat, whatever emotion that drive that's what the fuck I do, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. Ain't no thinking what we gonna do, we need something for the radio, nothing like that. It never fucking works if you do it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and wrap it up real quick with a couple of quick questions here. How's your relationship with other up-and-coming producers? You know what I'm saying? Especially folks that they might think they're a little bit too hot for their own good. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of guys. What's your relationship like with producers right now?
Your relationship with anybody in the world. I mean, you got people that you fuck with, and then you got people that's just like, this is business, or that you really don't fuck with, whatever the case may be. So it's producers out there that's mad cool. They understand. What people gotta understand in this business, man, is the word support. If you understand the importance of building with somebody, you'll get a lot further than you tripping over this one song or this one verse. I mean, I even got homies I get on the record with, and they like, man, this is off. Like, what you talking about? Shit hot, man. Just let it go. Don't worry. Don't sit on this record. Like, keep putting out records. So that's what I try to do personally. And with the producers, sometimes they really be wanting their money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I'm gonna spend, 10 grand in 6 months. If I'm paying, $500 plus every beat, why don't you see what the fuck I'm doing and understand we can build something here? So, I mean, some of the producers understand that and we build, and some of them be tripping over the smallest little bullshit, and it makes the shit, it make it not fun no more. And so that throws me off. But shout out to all the dope producers out there that fuck with me. They some real like little assholes, man. They'll give you a beat and meet you at the studio with a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Like just on that crazy shit. So I mean,
It's getting the Instagram and we ain't even recorded yet.
yeah, exactly. It's like it's just cool to work with people who understand the word building and who can build with you. You know what I'm saying? It's with anybody. It's like a female you fucking with, or if you're a female nigga you fucking with, stop fucking with them. Like straight up. I mean, I got cats from the tape. I won't mention no names. I should, but the publicist told me not to call y'all niggas out, but I should. But it's cats from the tape that you know what I'm saying. Just gotta cut off. Got to, man, because I mean, just literally be on that bullshit. It's like it's good songs that you mentioned that the people love. Let's keep giving these people that over you tripping. I mean, some of them don't want money, nothing. They want Kanye West to be on the beat. Well, y'all told me we thought Kanye was gonna be on the beat. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I'm saying? It's just and shit like that. But yeah, I mean, it's about keeping positive energy in your camp and your team. So, I mean, any of that bullshit, man, just cut it off. Just stop fucking with niggas straight up.
Most people don't know, man, you a father, you a family man. Family's real important to you. How does that affect your writing process or even the process of presenting this kind of content when you know that you're a dad and, you got moms and you got people that are around you that know you? Do you take that in consideration or do you just say, you know what, I'm an artist, I'm gonna go ahead and just create from the heart, or I'll have this conversation when such and such is older and we can go ahead and build on that?
I got a son, he 6 months old, and I mean, I don't think about nothing. I mean, like I said, I like to be authentic, so not a line in my raps that you can point out that's not real, and I'd rather him know who his father was, or whatever the case may be, or if you ever even hear the stuff that I'm making now. But I never think like that. I don't write for anybody, including my son. If I do, I write so he can have a better life than I did. But nothing that's gonna stop me from saying, this or that or the third, because I'm just honest to the people.
Big Uncle Snoop Dogg's Uncle Junebug, just passed away.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
You had a little bit of relationship with him. Him passing, how did that affect you going forward, looking at your seed, and just knowing that, at any given moment, I could be like that?
I mean, Junebug passing is like, any of your uncles, which I got a few of them, but any of your uncles or any of your family members passing, I mean, just such like a kind, fun-loving soul. And it just lets you know that ain't nobody exempt, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can go. And I mean, you just want to cherish the moments with the people. We get caught up on bullshit, with people we care about, friends, family, whatever. We get caught up on bullshit and we fight, we argue and shit, but I mean, we'll probably never figure that all out. We'll probably never be perfect with that, but I mean, stuff like that, seeing Junebug pass is like, you just want to cherish the moments that you got with the people you care about and let the bullshit slide, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, like you said, tomorrow ain't promised, so.
Hip Hop League TV, our very first interview, we got this man, Vee Tha Rula. We want to go ahead and give a big shout out to V, man. He came out, he didn't have to be here, the man's busy. He's got one of the hottest mixtapes out in the streets, man. The hottest mixtape out in the street right now. Matter of fact, we're going to call it Street Album, like I said earlier. Hosted by Bootleg Kev, man. And everybody, we want to give you a big shout out, man. Thanks for coming through, V. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Hey, big shout out to Mars Studio as well for hosting us today. Make sure you follow them on Facebook at Mars Studio. Big shout out to John Q Public as well for putting this on. You know what I'm saying? Vee Tha Rula's management. We want to shout him out as well. And make sure you follow us, man, on Twitter. hiphopleague.com.
Yeah, Twitter, everything. You catch me on Google, Twitter, Instagram, everything. Vee Tha Rula. That's VeeThaRula, man. Check me out. Holla at me. I'm going to follow you back. Oh, yeah. Make sure you go on DatPiff, man. Create my newest work of art, man. Rula, hosted by Bootleg Kev. Shout out to Kev. Shout out to Phoenix. Everybody in the zone holding me down, man. Appreciate the love. And also, let me plug the Rula Wear, the website, everything coming down. We're going to have the t-shirts, the hats, the hoodies. So make sure you get your Rula Wear. You know what I'm saying? You letting the motherfuckers know how you a ruler in these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? We take debit, credit, cash, checks. PayPal, everything. You know what I'm saying? Come holla at me.
If you're a local rapper, Vee's selling his chains as well, man. So
Yeah. If you local rapper, man, and you want your rap kit, man, I'm selling my chains, man. Just hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, man. I got you for the low. You feel me?
We had like a full-on session. You know, it was because the thing was like everybody was kind of ready to go. We had actually a meeting about it before we came to do it, so we were ready. Everybody was like, okay, I'm gonna do A, B, C. I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. Boom. Everybody's just gonna show up, and my job in that instance was really just as an engineer. It wasn't so much to produce the track or write anything. And when we were here, I think. I may have even picked up a guitar and dropped a couple licks or something like that, but it was just it was just in the moment, just vibing out, you know what I mean? So everybody's kind of feeling it.
Yeah.
And